You, who bore witness to the secret with your own eyes, who knows in your heart of hearts that the revelation that he bears is true, and who has understood that this knowledge could cast us into endless pits of despair. As you drink the sap of the world, the water that feeds our lives, abandon the one you thought you were, and instead become our brother, Technomancer. Together we have shared the water and secret. Can you swear to forever protect the knowledge of the Earth and to dedicate your life to finding it again? To defend and protect our secret, even with the sacrifice of your life, if need be?
I swear.
Then welcome, my brother.
I know you must be troubled by what you've learned, and I assure you that it's no less troubling to me. But be proud of what you are, and know, no matter what, we are by your side. And that this initiation, as horrid as it may be, makes you forever our brother.
You showed the courage of lions beneath the dome, and for it, you have been made an officer. So I imagine, now that you no longer need my guidance, it will send me elsewhere, with the great and endless pride of having been your teacher over these few years.
The honor was mine, Master.
No, not Master. It's just Sean now.
Go. Take your assignment as an officer. Count the blessings you've amounted, those that allowed you to avoid the front thus far. Captain Eliza is waiting in the barracks. She's harsh, but fair. But before you find her, we all know the regulations. Technomancers get no leave from the front in times of war. So being here, I can't even sneeze without a report being written up. But you have a free pass. I need you to go to the exchange district for me. There's an itinerant merchant there who was supposed to arrive yesterday. Just meet with him. The merchants have no ties to abundance and travel among us like shadows. They hear things, whispered things, and pay people to forget they are there. I'm looking for information on any archaeological discoveries that could expose the Earthlings. Information that would help protect our secret. Ask him if they've heard of any such finds.
Yes, Great Master, as you wish.
Good, Zachariah. But take care that not a single soul knows what you're after. Not a single soul can hear your exchange with the merchants.
Pleasure to make your acquaintance. Big on weaponry, I hope. What can I get you?
I was expecting a caravan in the stall next door to buy a few things.
They arrived yesterday, but truth be told, I think they found some trouble. I wasn't there when it happened, but from what I heard, some people were looking to talk, and talking turned to shouting, and after that, they were seen down in the slums, I hear, and then they were dragged into some warehouse. Whatever they did, they're in big trouble now. If you're looking to help them, you better find them fast.
Some medicine? Drugs? Ingredients, maybe?
Can you help me? I'm looking for any information on the caravan that sets up in the stall over there.
I don't know. My memory sometimes needs incentive to remember.
How about this? You tell me what you know, or you'll find yourself in a room with others who'll be a little bit more assertive in their efforts to refresh your memory.
All right, already. Fine. I'll tell you what I know, but at great risk to my own ass. You've heard the tale of the Vori, of the underworld. So these overpriced foreign merchants did something to piss them off. Didn't pay their rite of passage or protection serum or something. Whatever the hell it was. They were kidnapped. That's all I know. Where they are, or even if they're still alive, I haven't the damnedest clue. For that, you'll have to ask the Vori. Now do Joe a favor. Take this herb and get the hell out before you raise suspicions.
My boy, I have a favor to ask you. I've lost something.
What'd you lose?
I mentioned one thing. Oh, I am sorry. In fact, it's about a friend. Charles? You remember Charles? No, you can't remember him. Silly me, you never met him. Anyway, Charles is a friend. A scientist co-worker. He was way more successful than I must say. So, he's a friend, and I lost him. It looks like he disappeared, and I am a bit worried. I know that he was doing some sensitive research. Important. Maybe he ran into problems because of that. Anyhow, it's hard to tell.
How do you want me to find him?
He has an assistant. Very nice. She used to make delicious pastries. Unless I'm mixing her up with someone else. Anyway, he had an assistant. I'm pretty sure of it.
I'll go find her. She must know what happened to him, and if she does, it'll turn out the professor is just at a conference somewhere.
Maybe. It's true I don't get invited to conferences as often as I used to. It's rather unfair. I used to love the cocktails they served.
You know Colonel Victor?
That awful man. He looks like he swallowed a lightning rod. Maybe that's the case for all I know.
Scott, you know that everybody says he's dangerous.
Oh, very much so. A man so consumed by ambition and obsessed with power always ends up being dangerous. You mean for me? What do you want him to do with an old crazy man like me?
You know my master Sean well, don't you?
Well, it's a strong word. I know him, of course. I saw him during all those years I came to visit you. We would talk sometimes. He likes you a lot, you know. I think that he has great hopes for you. He's also very bitter. He bears a grudge against our corporation, and I don't know why. I think that it was because of the appointed couple policy imposed upon the Technomancers. He must have had a frustrated love story, that boy. I hope that he did not give you bad ideas. Abundance has shortcomings, but it is up to us to fix them, and it remains undoubtedly the best of all corporations.
You know my master Sean well, don't you?
Well, it's a strong word. I know him, of course. I saw him during all those years I came to visit you. We would talk sometimes. He likes you a lot, you know. I think that he has great hopes for you. He's also very bitter. He bears a grudge against our corporation, and I don't know why. I think that it was because of the appointed couple policy imposed upon the Technomancers. He must have had a frustrated love story, that boy. I hope that he did not give you bad ideas. Abundance has shortcomings, but it is up to us to fix them, and it remains undoubtedly the best of all corporations.
What do you know about the exchange?
I am not really into tourism, you know. I think that it is better to ask someone else if you are looking for specific information on a neighborhood. All I can say is that back when I used to go there, it was a commercial neighborhood.
What can you tell me about the slums?
That's where the true Ophir is. That's where I have my clinic, you know. Of course, you know. I love that neighborhood. It's very lively, and you can find everything a poor doctor needs. Bars, patients.
I can see your interests are very specific.
You're not going to lecture me knowing that you yourself take focus drugs and other crap regularly. And it's too late at my age, anyway.
What do you know about the source?
Bah! What do you want me to say? You know the place better than I think. That's where the political centers are. Your barracks, the Technomancer's chapel, and all those buildings that are our corporation's pride. It is quite a cold place. I must say that it's not my favorite neighborhood. You feel tiny there.
Hey there, I'm looking for Charles Seeker. You know where I could find him?
And you are?
Zachariah Mancer. Professor and I have a mutual friend who's worried about him.
I know the feeling. Haven't seen him for days. I'm Veronica Seeker, the professor's assistant. I got a message informing me he had taken an impromptu vacation, but it's not like him. He didn't even like to sleep, said it just wasted time. Even more unlikely in the middle of the research he was doing.
Yeah, seems a bit off, doesn't it? Professor was supposed to start some research with a friend of mine as well. Sure he'd already started work on it before leaving. You know anything about it?
I, of course, know the subject of his investigations, but as the one you're interested in has yet to be completed or published, I can't help you.
If you're concerned that the message wasn't really from the professor, did you report his disappearance?
To the authorities? Of course not. The authorities, Mr. Mancer, have far more pertinent issues than this, which I am sure will work itself out in time. Now, if you'll excuse me.
Veronica, I know I'm not exactly a prime physical specimen, but I should hope that I am still not so forgettable. Unless I'm wrong and we do not know each other. What is, after all, certain in this life? It might all just be a confounding dream. Like the one I had last night, where trying to wear my pants as a shirt, I found my nose got caught in the zipper.
Professor Scott. Oh my. Hello. I am so sorry I did not recognize you. You should have told me earlier to save me from this embarrassment. Was it you who was planning a collaboration on the Technomancer research? I'm afraid the professor's vocal railings against the ASC and their ceaseless power grabs might have finally come back to bite him. He would even preach to his colleagues and the listeners at conferences. I would give anything to be wrong, of course, but hope is oftentimes incongruous with the reality we must come to face.
Can't go through here. Can't go through here. Can't go through here. Can't go through here.
I know what the captain said, but I hope you're not planning to kill him. I know Boris, he's a great guy. He must just be at the end of his tether. He's fought a lot for abundance. It can't go down this way. So you got me, Mancer. Good for you. How much blood did you spill along the way? You're nothing more than a lackey for abundance. At some point, we've all felt the way you do about abundance. But they just take and take until we're all used up. We are tired and want out. But they send you, another loyal dog, to drag us back. I fought my whole life for them. Today, for once, I'm gonna fight for myself.
All right then, let's do this.
Stop! Let me go. I am not your enemy. All I want is to live in peace. Please, I'm begging you.
I should kill you, but I won't. Not like this. So I'm gonna take you in. Cooperate, and the military tribunal might just spare your life.
Right. The tribunal knows about as much of mercy as the devil knows of kindness. No. I would rather die a free man.
It's hard to do, but it's what the captain ordered. Yeah? Get...
He's been sent to a re-education camp outside the city. Forget you ever knew him, Lieutenant. Even if he was just a friend of a friend, like, say, that old drunk you keep around, Scott Seeker, and I'll try to do the same. Show too much concern for enemies of the corporation, and one might find themselves labeled one too, Lieutenant. Please, choose your friends more carefully in the future.
What do you know about the source?
It's Ophira's center of power, and because of that, the center of abundance. Word is, before the barracks and chapel were built, it was the excavated site of an ancient colonist dome, one of the oldest on Mars, if the stories are true. I don't have a damn clue either way, because I'm a soldier, not a historian.
What can you tell me about the barracks?
It's a barracks, Lieutenant. What's to know? Main one in Ophir, built to house soldiers securing the source and the rest of the city too. I also know that your unit, as special as it is, isn't the only one stationed there, and most of the others simply serve as the city's police.
What's the deal with the exchange quarter?
Only neighborhood in abundance that welcomes foreigners with open arms. So it's filled with hotels and merchants who use the adjacent station to send their goods all over our territories. But with the foreigners comes trouble. The kind that's far too often beyond our control. So if you're going there, be smart to watch your back.
Know anything about the slums?
The name says it all. Too little space for an influx of too many people who can't afford anything better. It's not the shining star of abundance. And with the war, it ain't the priority either. So I doubt it's gonna change. It's not the place you want to go if you want to take a walk at night, unless you're looking to come home with a lighter wallet and a little less blood. Poverty breeds desperation, which breeds crime. We need to stop the breeding.
What do you know about the underworks?
Never seen an ant farm, Lieutenant? A never-ending maze of tunnels. Some old, some new, some natural, most not. all lined with storage facilities housing any and everything you can possibly imagine. And I'm sure a fair number of things you probably can't. You want to go there, grip your gun tight and pack your ammo heavy. I don't know if it's any less safe than the slums, between the little creatures and outlaws that lurk there. But it sure as hell ain't safer.
Look what the cat dragged in. The prodigal son. A diamond in the rough risen from poor street trash to the godlike ranks of Technomancer. Now tell me, why am I so lucky to be in your presence?
Word is the slums have formed pockets of regime opposition, and you might know where they can be found.
People who oppose the regime? I'm shocked. Shocked and appalled, and certain of nothing.
Then don't be a snitch. Just stand back and watch as their bombs go off and your precious streets are overrun with guards. I'm sure you're smart enough to know that that can't be good for business, though.
Going to have to be more convincing than that, Mancer. I've never been much of a fan of anarchy, but at the risk of offending, I'm even less of a fan of police, and more than capable of taking care of myself without your interference.
Even for a price.
Well, well. I didn't know there was a price involved. That kind of changes things now, doesn't it? Funny how serum works when the price is high enough. There's a bar, a black hole that draws trouble in. The curiosities, if trouble's what you're after.
Thank you. I'm gonna go look around.
So long then, Rogue Mancer. Till we meet again. Mr. Mancer, the sight of your face has started to give me a...
What do you know about Noctis?
Noctis Labyrinthus, Labyrinth of the Night. Yes. A fascinating name for a fascinating city. One day, if I might find myself more welcome there, I'll look forward to exploring. There is undeniable, enviable power in the freedom their citizens have to roam, to trade freely. Freedom across all the borders of...
What's your opinion of Technomancer?
I'll try to tread lightly with this, Mancer. Unfortunately for Abundance, you're becoming relics, a dying breed, due to the disgraceful misuse of what could very well be one of its greatest, though misspent. On the battlefield alone, for sure, the brute force of you Technomancers is unmatched. And when coupled with the fact that you're the keepers of terrestrial knowledge, it's a combination quite capable of reducing empires to faded memories, isn't it?
What do you think of our army?
You're a hard one to peg, Rogue. Why would you care what I think? But sure, why not? Abundance and its generals are like a once vibrant tree that has long since withered away. Its leaves dried up, but still clinging to the branches of memories stretching from the trunk of its faded but strangled by its own ancient and outmoded bureaucracy. All the while, Aurora's strength blossoms from the aggressive dynamics of its youth. But I'm sure it will all work itself out in time. If not on the battlefield, then undoubtedly in offices like these, and of our dear Colonel Victor.
What about the ASC? What can you tell me?
Nothing you don't already need to know. Little happens that they don't see or hear, and their colonel's control over Abundance grows with each passing day. I'm not telling you anything else for free.
I'm looking for a caravan of merchants. They were supposed to be in the exchange. Word is they were escorted to the slums, and you may know something about it.
Yeah, rude little men. My town, my streets. Uninvited competition who lack even the common decency to offer a little token of grace in exchange for their presence. If you're ready to settle their debts, I'd be happy to usher them back home.
These merchants were involved in some outside business that requires interrogation as soon as possible. You can either help me find them, or we can always turn our attention towards your business affairs. Your call, Anton.
So either I turn a blind eye or you do. Fair enough. Very well. Let's be magnanimous and hope that you will be too. You will find your suspects in one of our warehouses. Go see the guards and tell them, he who profits will deserve honor. They will give you the keys. Business is business, and now that ours is done, I will trust in your discretion.
Oh, hey there. You're the officer who's escorting us? Damn, we got lucky. Our own Technomancer. Name's Nisha.
Pleasure. Zachariah Mancer. I'll get you where you need to go.
Never met a Technomancer before. Must be amazing to have powers like that. I gotta say, I was getting pretty worried Aurora would try to attack us on the road. But with you tagging along?
We still need to be careful and stick together. Never know when danger's gonna crop up.
We leaving soon. I'm ready when you are.
Based on the threats we received, I admit I was really anticipating Aurora to strike.
They're cunning.
Hello, officer. I'm Simon Judge.
Hello, Mr. Judge. I'm Zachariah Mancer, and I've been assigned to escort you.
Mancer? A Technomancer? I've never had the opportunity to cross paths with your kind. You're a pretty mysterious group of people. I've heard that your abilities could turn out to be dangerous, even for you. Is it true?
It's called a surge. Intense excitement and emotions can make us generate more energy than we can usually handle. It creates an overload. If we manage to keep it in check, the effects are minor, and it can be used very effectively in combat. The result is devastating for anything around the Technomancer. Unfortunately, in extreme cases, it can lead to the death of the one who generates it.
Fascinating. That's really fascinating. You are really the spearhead of the armies of Mars.
Stay hidden. I'll deal with the assassins.
Help! They're attacking
Stay hidden. I'll deal with the assassins.
I don't want to go that way, officer. Sorry, that explosion terrified me. Can we just hurry to the exchange?
Stay hidden. I'll deal with the assassins. you someplace safe.
We're following you, officer. Trusting you with...
Let's head to the north gate. Then the guards can take you to the residence.
You're an impressive young man.
Safe here, are we, officer?
Could always use a little more serum. Killing for it? That's taking an awful big risk.
soon I'll be at the source.
Lieutenant! Everything go all right? It's been awful over there. They blew up the protection shutters, so we had to evacuate everyone.
Yeah, I know. It wasn't just a diversion. It was a symbol, too. Destroy the roof of a rival city, and they won't forget about it anytime soon.
That's true. That's some good thinking, Lieutenant. So, we heading back to the barracks? Sure the captain will be wanting your report as soon as possible.
Veronica, I need a favor. I'm looking for access to the professor's compiled research documents. Might be a big help to me.
It's just not my work to share, Zachariah. If he came back, I don't think he'd be too pleased to find out I handed it away. You ever find out what happened to him?
From what I could gather, he was arrested and thrown into the correctional camp. Apparently his criticism of the government was more important to them than his work. Times we live in, I guess.
I don't even know what to... Such a loss. A waste. Maybe his work shouldn't be abandoned. If he's not coming back anytime soon, or at all, and you can do good with it.
Hi, Scott.
Hello, my boy. How are you? Nothing broken, I hope?